Committed to offering safe access to locally sourced products from farmers that we trust. Products that can help you with everyday health and wellness. Our experts can help you pick the perfect product for your needs. The Hemp House, 4 locations to serve you or online at hemphousechat.com.
We're going to travel up the road to Cleveland and encourage you to do the same thing this morning. This is Lucy Reimer. She is with the Museum Center at 5 Points there in Cleveland. It's a very special year for them, 25 years, right?
25 years.
I first had a chance to stumble into the Museum Center. I guess it's been maybe 12 years ago now, 10 or 12 years ago, and I fell in love.
Oh,
I think it's the most special place.
It is a special place, and you know, we're really the anchor of arts and cultural institutions in our community in Cleveland, but we represent not just Cleveland, we represent all of the Ocoee region, and we've just got a lot of programs that we offer. You never know if it's going to be you know, a concert or a children's theater presentation for a summer camp or a new exhibit. We are a Smithsonian affiliate, so we've got the ability to bring in some really great exhibits for the community, and we're just very happy to do that.
Yeah, you know how you go into some museums and it feels a little bit staid. You have to this is a living, this is a vibrant living. The community comes to thrive here.
Yes, absolutely. You know, we like people to have fun. We want people to feel good when they come to the museum and to feel like it's a place that they want to visit over and over again.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we've got a myriad of programs that we offer. You know, this month we're celebrating Native American Heritage Month, but we also, you know, have a concert series that we do, our Music Under the Stars concert series, or most recently, we had a benefit concert for our friends in Canton, North Carolina. Had a great big crowd for that.
Wow.
But you just never know what you might run into, whether it's a quilt show or, like I said, a STEAM summer camp or a field trip for our K-12 education programs.
You mentioned the Native American heritage, so you've got classes coming up on Saturday kind of celebrating that, right?
We do. We actually have a big week this week in terms of what we're doing for that. Tonight we have one of our History Happy Hour lecture series with a friend of ours, Andrew Taylor, is coming to talk about his experience as a member of the Cherokee Nation. He is actually descended from the Taylors of Taylor Springs, which Taylor Springs is just right down the street from the museum, and that's where Cleveland kind of founded, was around that spring.
Is that beautiful spring I've seen where there's like a pool there and there's some Indian lore, some Native American lore?
No, this is just right on Inman
Oh,
Street.
okay, then I'm thinking of something different.
Yeah, it's kind of got an interesting story behind it. It was lost for a long time, and actually what happened is the building was built over the top of it and the spring was in the basement. But Alan Jones, I think, purchased that property, and he has turned it into, you know, an actual beautiful little park, so you can go and learn about the history. But Andrew Taylor is a descendant of that family. He's also, like I said, a member of the Cherokee Nation, and he actually grew up in the western band out in Oklahoma, but now he lives back here.
Wow.
So he's talking about, you know, ancestry and genealogy and his experience as a member of the Cherokee Nation. So that's tonight. If anyone wants to come, they can just show up at the door. Tickets are $5, and we will have a concession stand available with beverages of all sorts.
And then Saturday you're doing classes on basket weaving?
Yes, basket weaving and arrow making. So
Very
we've got some friends coming from the Eastern Band of Cherokee. They will be there. 2 different classes you can choose to take. One on how to make arrows, the other on basket weaving. So I think this is a great thing that you could do, especially the arrow making class. Great parent-child activity for the week before Thanksgiving. Yes, and I think the basket weaving, it's going to be a little bit more advanced, but again, we've got a few tickets left for that. We would really appreciate if people would buy those in advance, just so we can make sure that we have enough supplies on hand.
I will say, speaking of buying in advance, you can buy a gift membership there.
You can.
To the museum.
You can. It's our 25th anniversary, and so we've got some really great specials. You can buy an individual membership for only $25, or a couples membership for $50, and kids get into the museum for free for most of our events. So really, a couple will kind of cover your whole family. But we're a member of 2 different reciprocal membership associations. So when you buy a museum membership at Museum and Cultural Center at 5 Points, you gain access to hundreds of museums across the United States. 44 of those are within just 2 hours of here. So you've got a great opportunity not just to support the Museum and Cultural Center at 5 Points, but also to support museums throughout the region.
So with y'all being a Smithsonian affiliated museum, is that what you're talking about there, or do you sometimes get some exhibits coming your way?
So the Smithsonian affiliation allows us to partner with the Smithsonian on certain exhibits and programs that they offer.
Okay.
Not necessarily a reciprocal membership to other Smithsonian affiliated museums,
Okay.
but it's called SERM and NARM, the Southeastern Reciprocal Museums and North American Reciprocal Museums. So like I said, hundreds of museums all over the United States.
You know, I will say this too. In my day, growing up, museums were just like a center point of knowledge. Now you've got these phones where you can
Yes.
look up everything. And I think today's younger people are almost losing the attachment to museums. Do you see that?
You know, we do, and we're trying more and more to do exhibits that will really draw in that younger crowd,
Yeah.
because nothing replaces being able to put your eyes on a real artifact.
Yeah.
Our educational trunks are hands-on history is what we like to call it. Some of the items in those trunks that we take into classrooms are true artifacts that they can pass around and see and really experience and touch and feel, while others may be replicas. So we try to keep them interested that way, but you know, we've got an exhibit on sneakers coming up in the spring, a sneakerhead exhibit, so we're trying to do some things that would be appealing to that younger audience and really engage with them.
Yeah, it can be really easy to think that you're seeing everything from the comfort of your own home, but you're missing it if you're not going to have the experience like you're talking about.
Absolutely.
And seeing it in person. So maybe tonight is your night, maybe Saturday is your day.
Yeah.
Maybe you give a gift this holiday season, but congratulations on 25 years.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
It is the Museum and Cultural Center at 5 Points there on Inman Street, and I never knew about the Taylor Springs. That's a very cool little fun fact.
It is.
If your yard looks like this, it's time to call Blewett Septic. Blewett Septic, where our integrity, punctuality, and craftsmanship make sure the job's done.